Doctor Who, the Five Doctors on the big screen. On the 20th anniversary special, the Five Doctors will be shown on the big screen at BFI South Bank in September. Must be when the Blu-ray comes out.
Yes, I think that is the plan. September the 18th is what
Right. Got mine pre-ordered. Looking forward to it. Well, something else is coming out soon. What's coming out in August I had pre-ordered? Oh, Babylon 5! 12 days out from Babylon 5.
Yeah, less than 2
Cannot
weeks.
wait. That I have a lot of hope for. Although the last thing I had a lot of hope for was Mission Impossible. Did you see that?
No, like I said, I haven't seen the previous one, so I'll see it when it comes out on digital or something like that. Yeah, I'm not in any rush.
If you want to have a great time, for a good time, if you want to have a great time, I like all of them. Right? I just did a...
So do I.
Was it a rewatch of one of them? Mission Impossible 2 was much better than I remembered. Right, it was a solid action movie from the 2000s.
Yeah, I liked it too. I was a big fan of John Woo, though. So yeah,
John Woo was the it man in Hollywood at the time. Everybody wanted him for something.
His stuff's gone out of fashion now, isn't it? But when I look back to movies, not just Face Off, but Broken Arrow, I really liked that.
Broken Arrow was
silly. What was the silly one? What was the silly one he did with Jean-Claude Van Damme? Was it called Hard Target? Something like that. It was so much fun. And I also liked Wind Talkers with Nick Cage and the one he did with Ben Affleck and Uma Thurman. I think he's made some great movies, John Woo, but they are of a certain type. But hey.
Right. So this thing is being shown. Oh, tickets going on sale on August 10th at 11:30. Is this worth a trip to London for you?
I did consider this. People have been messaging me about this as well. I considered it, but at the end of the day, I have seen this story about 300 times.
That's true. Why would I
spend?
It's a new version, though.
Why would I spend? All that time and money going 140 miles away? Well,
right.
Are they absolutely showing the new version?
Yes.
Oh, they definitely are, because there was speculation it could be the old one because they have the previous BFIs.
In the article.
I haven't seen.
Widely considered to be the worst falling off a steep cliff being rescued scene. So the new version features 5.1 sound, but here, our friend, what's it called again? Cunning Monkey. Right, he did his own version about a year or so ago, and I might splice in this effect shot because I think this is the right way to read.
Cunning Monkey.
Yeah,
okay.
He does. So finally,
come on, run!
That's the way I want to see the time scoop look.
I'm right too old for this sort of thing. Where's he gone? We must get back to the
town. We'll see in a second. Like it looks 3D now, right? It doesn't look like. Yeah, so I like that a lot.
Nice.
Yeah, much more than they got this like weird pillar thing that sucks them up now.
Yeah,
you saw the trailer.
I see why they've made that choice, but I kind of agree with you more. I like the original look from the cover of the Radio Times from back then. I think it's fine. It looking like a shard of something. Make it look better. It's cool.
Again, that shape, because of the Andrew Skeletor cover, I think is so important. Changing that is, I think, changing something
fundamental about it. Yeah,
core to it, right? I really do. I think it's a mistake. Other mistakes worth talking about. So we were all excited about these lost stories, right? Being colorized. Well, some were lost. So it's not a full story. They're clips they're colorizing from the Smugglers of all things. Like, why? That makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Yeah. Yes. I don't. How can I put this? I mean, I've spoken to. This is the piece about the stuff that Chris Perry's premiering, isn't it? At Kaleidoscope. I spoke to Chris Perry a few weeks ago. I know him a little bit, and I knew there was something coming, but and I think we'd all seen it sort of be teased, but why? I don't think it's Kaleidoscope that have oversold this. I think it's probably the fandom machine and people like Radio Times.
This is so typical Doctor Who 2023 for me so far. Like, oh, that sounds great. Oh,
over in 15 seconds. Yeah, like the tingle teasers.
I just I didn't really understand the whole colorizing thing anyway.
As a fandom, we are being breadcrumbed by. Again, though, this isn't Kaleidoscope's fault, isn't it? And the guy that's working on it, I can't remember the name of the. Is his name Tinted Who, something like that? Or no, it's that's Chroma that's done this, isn't it? Great work, but obviously people are going to be somewhat deflated because the footage amounts to little more than a minute's worth of.
Right, exactly. Like, if you want me to evaluate Colorize Doctor Who, I need to see minimally an episode, probably a whole story. All right, it's and yeah, what story? What I'm trying to think what story I'd like to see colorized.
2 years ago, two guys that I know, Richard Tipple and Richard Hyman, they completed the full colorization of one full episode of the Dalek Master Plan. The day of Armageddon, I think it is.
Oh, really? I didn't see that. It's on YouTube?
No, nobody's seen it yet. I did an episode. It was the very first video episode of Type 40 I ever did. And we talked to them. I've spoken to them a couple of times on the show. And they let us play the trailer. So that's actually up on my YouTube channel. So you can see the trailer over there. But the actual full episode, the only people who ever saw it were people who were at Gallifrey 1 in 2020, just before the pandemic hit. The guys,
if you Gallifrey 1 in 2020, I was there, I probably would have shot myself. So you wouldn't know what I did.
So the guys, that was who was over then. I think that was Kieran who went to that one. Richard was due to take it to Panopticon the following Easter, but of course the entire country was shut down. So as I understand it, that is still under lock and key. Nobody has seen it since Gallifrey 1 3 years ago. But if you if you go to my YouTube channel to Type 40 from the Spacebook and hit the playlist there, you will find it as I can't remember what it's called, but it is quite a way back. I'll have to try and get hold of the link. The trailer's in there, and we have a good look at it, and they tell us how it's done. And I don't know what Richard and Kieran have been working on in the last year. I spoke to them again for the show around 18 months ago, so I'm not really sure what they're doing at the moment, what they've been doing since. Right. They're keeping tight-lipped, and there is an anniversary coming up. So I am wondering.
I know of one project with the guy who did the Celestial Toymaker episode 1. I know.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's I think you probably know the person he's doing it with, right? I think you might have heard something about it, but
yes. In that case, yes, I know exactly who you mean.
right. I thought you, and that sounds great. Why don't we know about that yet? I want to. That's something that sounds actually interesting.
Again, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's because we've assumed that it's official, and maybe it isn't official.
It must be. Okay, we know 2 professional people are working on it. And that means they're being paid, which means it's official. Right?
Yes, good point. If money is changing hands, it will be official. Yeah.
By the way, somebody in the comments was talking bollocks. He was upset that I didn't like the idea of there being a female James Bond. Right? And it was just okay. Come on my channel. Like I say to all of them,
have a chance,
anytime we can talk it out. He says, "Fine, write up a contract and send it to me." I'm like, what contract? Like, there's no money changing hands, you prick. Okay, fine. Let's have a quick look of the stories that you would like to see more than the Savages. That'll be Unearthly Child, the Daleks, Edge of Destruction. No, Marco Polo. Well, we can't see that. Keys of Marinus. Yes, more than. Oh, the Aztecs. Yes. I mean, Carla. Sensorites. No. Reign of Terror. No. Planet Giants. No. Dalek Invasion of Earth. Yes. But it takes like about half hour to an hour per second, they said. Right, I can
believe that.
The Rescue's a 2-episode one. Although I think, for me, because it came in a box set together, the Rescue and the Romans just go so well together. I love the Romans.
Yeah,
Planet, no. Crusade is my favorite story. I hope they reconstruct them somehow. Right? I love Crusades. What am I?
There's only 1 episode missing of that anyway, isn't there? So it's 2
episodes.
Oh, is it 2?
Which 2? 1 second. Crusade. Yeah, they got. The second and the fourth, second and the fourth are missing, I believe, or the first and the third. I can't remember. No, it's the second and the fourth. Chase, I'd rather see. Time Meddler, I'd rather see. It's incredible. Like virtually all of these. Dalek Master Plan, obviously. I like most of these. The Ark I'd rather see. I'm more Celestial Toymaker. Okay, why do they not have Russ T. Davies doing a commentary with the guy who animated it on his animated Celestial Toymaker on the BBC YouTube channel, right? That would be huge, right? Because I think people really need to see that guy's work. If you haven't seen it, go find. It's the best animated reconstruction I've ever seen.
It's really, really good. Yeah,
it's better than Invasion, right? It's better than the Cosgrove Hall Invasion, and that's because just technology's here, and this kid knew how to use it. War Machines, I'd rather see. Smugglers, no, you're at the bottom of the fucking list, mate. You're absolutely at the bottom of the list.
I have dropped, mate. I've dropped you a link in the private chat to my interview with the two guys about that episode of the Dalek Master Plan.
Okay, 1 second.
So you can have a look at that later, or you can play the trailer now. I think it'd be copyrighted. It'd be fine with. But what when it comes to class, I mean, I love the Savages. I was riveted to just the reconstruction of that.
Right.
But when it comes to classic Doctor Who, I would take pretty much anything. When it comes to stuff being returned from to the archives.
Well, interesting you say that because what's his name? Guy from Kaleidoscope said pretty much. This is the guy you said, right? Chris Perry, right?
Perry, yeah, that's right.
So he said, where was it in this? We know where there is missing Doctor Who, where there is missing Doctor Who out there, but the owners won't return them at the moment. So they're waiting for these people to die and hopefully get them from the estate.
Sort of, yeah, waiting for them to have a change of heart, or it's hard to say, isn't it?
They're never going to have a change of heart at this point, right? There's no. Oh, here, I just downloaded it.
The restoration team are aware of. I think they said, was it three people,
right,
who've got material. So it could be more than that. Yeah.
Okay, whereabouts is this?
I haven't watched this video in a while, so who knows?
Here you go.
So there's the trailer is in here somewhere.
I think this must be it.
And flashes up.
No, this is it's just showing you the how they fixed it. Wow, that's really impressive. That is really impressive. Although with Photoshop now, like this AI painting tool, AI is going to change everything. You can upscale to 4K with AI now, without blinking. Is this a trailer?
Yes. Well, it should be. The trailer is in there.
Okay. That looks like it could be it.
Through conversations with.
No, the two Dans going on.
That's.
Wait.
One project that maybe.
No, maybe it's at the end.
This was one of the very first videos I ever made, so it. I
can't remember what I said for the videos I'm making right now. Can't find it, but it looks very impressive. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.